cyberpunks and retro nerds. Welcome back to another edition of Neon Trash. I'm your host, Tommy the Hammer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the independent horror film called Almost Human. This movie was directed by Joe Begos, or Begos. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but I remember watching it back in 2013 and thinking it was actually pretty good. This is considered a body horror film, sci-fi horror, if you will. And you know what? I liked this first offering from the director and feel like he had potential. Years later, he went on to do a number of horror films that are all, equally as good as this, but it was this first film that definitely shifted my attention to him. And you know what? I really liked this movie back then, and I'm definitely looking forward to refreshing my memory with it today. You guys get that ever faithful trailer, peep that shit, and we get back. You guys are gonna know my opinion on Almost Human.
This blue light explodes in front of me, and it was making this ear-piercing noise.
It has now been 5 days since the disappearance of Mark Fisher.
See that? Is that a body?
Where are we? We need to get to Patton.
Dude, did you hear?
What?
About the murders.
I think it has to do with Mark.
Seth, Mark is dead.
Would you listen to me, please? Mark is coming back!
This is private property. What are you doing in my house?
Wait! Something took Mark.
I'm different now.
This isn't going to turn into another problem like last time, is it?
Where are you, Mark? I'm coming to get you.
Mark was there and he killed all those people!
I don't think that's Mark.
What happened to you?
Let me show you.
Okay guys, I just got done watching the movie Almost Human, and I think this is clearly a case of where the director's ambitions are a little bit larger than the overall budget. And that's the thing. The movie Almost Human is definitely a low-budget indie affair, but it's a real successful one, and I feel like the director really understands the overall vibe and mood of 1980s horror films. If it wasn't for, this kind of DIY, down and dirty, low budget, intention behind the film, I don't think it would really work as well as a mainstream effort. The narrative to this movie is kind of like the 1980s film The Hidden meets, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I also gotta say that I really like the soundtrack here. It felt like John Carpenter, and it really helped set the mood. And, I feel like if more horror directors would pay attention to the soundtrack and really give it some nuance and atmosphere, then, that really kind of sells the movie within itself. If you don't have a good soundtrack, then you kind of don't have a good horror movie. I actually love this movie, and I think it's a lot of fun. Perfect for late night parties, for you and your friends. If you're drinking beers and you're looking for a laugh and something that, doesn't wear out its welcome, then definitely check out Almost Human. This movie clocks in just under an hour and a half, so I feel like this is the perfect movie to put on at a party. It's gory, it's fun, and it harks back to the 1980s, an era where horror movies were reigning king. And with all that being said, guys, out of 10 stars, I think I could give the movie Almost Human a solid 6.5, going on 7.